Hi, everyone. Before I start and introducing myself, who I am, I would like to thank everyone who tuned in to Speak Up Sis platform to listen to my truth. My name is Atiya Moore, and I am going to tell y'all about how to just keep pushing out in this life. I am a mother of 6 children. I have my own business. I'm the CEO of my own business. I also have a 9 to 5. And this thing that we call life is not easy to navigate. It never was easy to navigate. So I'm here to really tell y'all, you have to just keep pushing. This is what the topic is going to be about today. Just keep pushing in this thing called life. Life started out for me when I was 16 years old, when I had my first child. During these trials and tribulations, I had lived with people. I had lived in shelters. I did not know where my next meal was going to be or how I was going to get Pampers for my children. I used to boost for a living. I tried anything and everything that I thought of to try to support my family. Because mind you, by the time I was 25, I had 3 children now. And life was never easy. But one thing I'm going to tell you, I never gave up on this thing called life. I don't care how hard things got. I don't care how I felt like it was no way out. I used to feel like I had no love for nobody. I had no help from baby fathers or anything. But one thing I could tell you, I never gave up. I kept pushing. I kept pushing. One thing I strongly believed, God never put anything on you that you cannot handle. I strongly and truly believe he will not put nothing on you that you cannot handle in this life. So that's why I always kept pushing. Even as a young teenager out in these streets, running these streets, I used to booze. I ain't never was a drug dealer, and I never was harming people in any kind of ways. But I did do little strange things for some change to try to feed my family. When I was out here boosting, I wasn't selling the items. That was what we needed. Clothes put on my kids' back, food so I can go in the house and cook. These was mechanisms that I used to do to help me survive. But I always knew this is not going to be my life forever. I just kept pushing, trying to find a better way. Me, I also had jobs too. I'm not going to act like I was sitting at home just collecting a check and doing things in the street to survive. No, I was working. I was filling out applications. I was a hard-headed child. So, you know, I had a little tough exterior where I used to butt my head against the wall many a times because I didn't want to listen to people. I had an attitude. I was a young teen mother starting at 16, so I had an attitude. If I'm somebody's mother, how you gonna tell me what to do? I'm a mom, and my mom died on me when I was 19. So with that being said, I also had another mentality on top of me being a young teen mother and an attitude. Can't nobody tell me what to do. And then I lost my mom at 19, so my attitude was even worse to the point it was like, I don't have no mother out here, so you was not my mom to tell me what to do. So I was a hard-headed teen. So that ain't do nothing but make my life harder, believe it or not. We may think we know everything, but we don't. And so I really was going through hardships and trials because I thought I knew everything and thought I was doing it how I thought it should be done, but it wasn't the right way. So that ain't do nothing but make my life harder. But at the end of the day, one thing I do know, I never gave up, and I just knew that this life that we have can't be, this can't be it. There's more out here into this life. So it was a situation that happened to me in this life that really made me fall and hit my head, where I thought that was the end. But it wasn't. It wasn't. God, like I said, I always had the mentality He would not put nothing on you you can't handle. So what I had to do, when the situation had happened to me, where it was I must say, it was a time where I thought I had got a diagnosis that I thought my life was over. I was crying. By this time I was in my mid-20s, late 20s maybe. I was crying for my mother. Mind you, she died when I was 19. So I just was like a baby again, crying for my mom. I didn't know what to do. And life just got hard. By this time, I had 3 kids, because now I got 6. But my fourth child didn't come yet. And I didn't have nowhere to turn. And I remember a voice came to me. I always say that's God, came to me and said, Tia, you know this is not over. Get up, get yourself together. Start really taking your life serious. You're not getting younger. And I did. When I got to the point where now I stopped being hard-headed and listening to other people to show me the way of how to better myself, it seemed like doors start opening. Next thing I know, I got a call. I work with the Philadelphia Police Department. That was the first start of me getting my life in order. I've been there for like 4. I've been there as of today 10 years. But back then, like, I was there for like 3 years. Then I started my business. Now I'm a owner of a women's clothing boutique. And I just kept going. I never stopped. And now I'm not sitting here saying life is all perfect now, peaches and cream. No, I still got hardships. I still go through battles, but I still keep pushing. But one thing I can say, my life now is way better than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. My life was way better. But I'm not saying how this life is. You still got to keep pushing. You don't never give up. You always going to have to keep pushing. Right now, I'm still pushing in life. I still have obstacles. I still have trials and tribulations that I go through. But one thing I'm going to tell you, I'm never giving up. And I'm here to tell you my story because I don't want you to give up. I'm not sitting here saying that. I know people's stories is more, maybe more traumatizing in their life than what I actually went through, because everybody's story is unique. But what I am here to tell you is, God do not put nothing on you that you cannot handle. Your story is your testimony to tell somebody else to help them better their life. Okay? I'm telling you my testimony because I was a teen mom and it was hard. And it was times that, like I said, I didn't know when my next meal was going to be. It's so many times I went to sleep hungry. It was times I had took a $5 platter and split that one platter up between 3, 4 children. My motto was, as long as they had something in their stomach, I was okay. I did not want them to go to sleep with nothing in their stomach. I'm just telling you, don't give up. Things will get better later. Just keep pushing through your hard times, through your dark times. Just keep pushing. And then years from now, you will be on a platform like this, like Speak Up Sis, telling us your truth, telling us your hardships, so you can help the next woman be able to keep going and moving in their life. So I would like to thank, so I'm going to end it right there. And this is not going to be the last time y'all going to hear from me. We're going to speak again. And this time, I'm probably listening to you, telling me your truth, telling me your story, and still inspiring me to keep pushing. Because that's all we do as sisters. We got to keep inspiring each other to keep it going. Keep it going. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm a mother of 6 who lived in shelters and was stealing and boosting to get where we going, for me to be a working woman with her own business as of today, and out here speaking to help the next woman to make sure she better. But before I leave, I would like to thank Angel Charmaine for giving me this platform for me to be able to speak my truth. And like I said, this won't be the last time you hear of Atiya Moore. Thank you.